So first of all, what is an annotated bibliography? It is a bibliography with short summaries and assessments of each source. So that means it's like a works cited page, but under each citation, there is a summary and assessment of whether the source is a good and reliable source or not. Why create an annotated bibliography? It requires you to examine your sources more closely. It helps you to see how evidence can be used to support your topic. It facilitates shaping resources and ideas into your own words, and it makes it easier for the reader to check your sources. So there are 3 steps to creating an annotated bibliography. The first part is to summarize the source. So that requires you to carefully read it and put in your own words. Assess the source, which means that you are determining whether the source is reliable and gives you good information or not. And then reflecting on the source, where you are deciding how the source helped you complete your project. So summarize is the first step under each citation. So you will write a 2 to 4 sentence summary in your own words of that source. So you'll cover what are the points of the source, what topics are covered, what aspects of your topic is the source about. So since we're doing this about your Greek gods, goddesses, and heroes, you're looking at what parts of the Greek gods, goddesses, and heroes were covered in this source. Did they talk about family? Did they talk about myths? Did they talk about marriages? Did they talk about their children? All of those things you should include in the summary. The next part is assess. So after you summarize the source, you need to assess its validity, and that means you are determining whether or not it is a reliable and good source. So you are analyzing, you're focusing on the source's credibility. So in order to do that, you need to look at the point of view, the academic context. So where did the source come from? And then whether there are opinions in that source or whether it is purely factual, which is what you're looking for. So then you determine, is it useful? Is the information reliable? Why or why not? So it's also important to look at where you got the source. The third part is to reflect on how your source helped your project. So did it help you understand your topic? How did you use the source in your project? How has it changed how you think about your topic? So you're going to think about your creative project that you did and reflect on how a part of that source helped your project. This is an example, and it's using a completely different topic, which is a novel about the Holocaust. But as you can see, in red is the summary of the novel, the very short summary. In blue, that's the assessment of whether or not it was a good source, whether it was helpful or not. And then the third part in green is the reflection, where you're looking at what you gained from this source, how it helped you in your research.